This is something that President Trump campaigned actively on, and it's something that all of us campaigned on since the law was passed years ago. And we've seen over those years the devastation that Obamacare has caused to families. Constituents that I hear from every day tell me about skyrocketing premiums. One mother in my district told me about $11,000 deductible that she has that makes it almost impossible for her to utilize her health care. And unfortunately, we hear those stories all across the country. We've seen not only the devastation from higher costs, but we've also seen doctors leaving the healthcare marketplace. We've seen hospitals closing. We've seen limited access to health care because this law just doesn't work for families. And so as we've worked over the months to put together a bill, tomorrow we officially start the process of moving that bill through the committees. The House Energy and Commerce Committee and the Ways and Means Committee will take up this legislation. President Trump committed in our meeting that he is all in on making sure that this bill gets to his desk so he can sign it into law. And that's really encouraging because over the last 8 years, we've seen a president that didn't want to work with Congress, and we've seen the devastating results to our economy. We finally have a president that refreshingly is eager to follow through on the promises that he made to the American people. And he's committed to do everything in his power to make sure that that bill gets on his desk so that he can sign it into law and rescue families across this country from the devastation of Obamacare. And when you look at what's in this bill, I think it's important to note that not only does it zero out the penalties of Obamacare, the employer mandate, the individual mandate, unelected bureaucrats in Washington will no longer be able to tell families what they can or can't buy when it relates to that personal decision of choosing a health care plan. But it also puts in place so many other reforms, actually strengthening health savings accounts, something that gives families real choice in choosing their health care plans, focusing on tax credits that will allow lower income people to buy the plan of their choice, even if their company doesn't provide it. If a small business owner wants to have that opportunity to go get health care, they'll get the same tax advantages that a large corporation currently has. So empowering families, getting rid of the mandates that are devastating health care, and restoring the trust of the American people. It's exciting to see that on this day we started the process of repealing and replacing Obamacare.